Dadgrass is legal, organic, smokable hemp that relaxes your body and mellows your mind.
Right now, listeners get 20% off your first order at dadgrass.com/world record.
That's dadgrass.com/world record for 20% off your first order. Do it.
Should we make makeup illegal?
Why?
I don't know. It's such a like. Why
It
are
is
women?
weird. Like there's like a Vogue series where it's like getting ready with celebrities, like their morning routine, makeup routine, whatever. And so it's like all these celebrities that do this, like, and I guess they get their makeup done all the time, so maybe they know how to do it. But you know, they have this like elaborate face wash and whatever, and then they do this makeup, and their makeup looks so good. And it's like I never learned. Nobody ever taught me how to do it. My mom never taught me. My friends weren't really into makeup. Like makeup has never been, obviously, like a thing for me or my generation. But I feel like all the younger people now, it's like a thing. Kylie Jenner, I guess. Like all these celebrities coming out with makeup lines.
It's for dummies.
Maybe that's what it is. You know who looks really bad? Aaron, you ready for this? Millie Bobby Brown. The girl from Stranger Things looks like she's 45 and she has a makeup line. She just turned 18. She looks so old. Look her up.
That's so rude.
Why? Because she wears too much makeup and has fillers.
Like you're a real box of chocolates over here.
I never said I was, but I for sure don't look like I'm 45, do I? No, I have a baby face.
Well, that's what happens. I mean, yeah, she's going to be...
Already,
you
she
can't
doesn't
have
look...
like these you can't make a kid super famous. It's like, it's so unnatural and weird, like to have people that rely on a 10-year-old.
Does anybody watch that show anyway?
I mean, is it still on?
Yes, there's a... Season 4's coming out. I'm like, I thought season 1 came out like 8 years ago. How's it only on season 4?
Isn't that like Ozark and fucking...
Because for sure we watched it. For sure we watched it.
Phone's off and away.
It is off.
Upside down.
For sure we watched it when we were at your old apartment. So that was before Marley was born.
But we never even got into it, did we?
No, but I'm saying like that's when the first season came out. No, we never got into it. Oh shit, my gun's here.
The guns are back.
No, we didn't get into it. We watched it.
Oh, the safety's on.
We watched it and
Everybody
then...
cover your ears.
Oh, shit. We should go to a shooting
Let's call a
range.
makeup store and see if they have Millie Bobby Brown's makeup.
Okay.
Thank you for calling. How can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? It's my, this is a makeup. You have makeup and stuff there?
We do, yes.
Okay, it's my daughter's birthday and she wants a certain kind of makeup.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. It's my birthday coming up. I'm going to be 13, and I wanted to get some of Millie Bobby Brown's makeup.
No, that line we don't carry here.
Fuck. For real?
No, sorry about that.
That's okay. Well, maybe you could get some, do you want some other makeup?
I mean, yeah, you guys...
I'm sorry, we're on a boat. Hold on a second.
The captain's honking his horn.
We're out on a boat.
If you guys are local, you can come into the store and kind of look and see. You can also check out our website,
How close to the water are you? Okay, we could drive. Okay.
Well, we have to dock, and then we have to... it might take a while for us to get there.
Where's the closest port, do you know? Are you there?
We need to do some we have to Anyway, I wanted to get Millie Bobby Brown's makeup because she's my idol and she's so beautiful.
Well, you can look it up on her website. Maybe she offers it.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
What happened to saying no, bitch?
But when was I supposed to say no
Well, I was
to her?
trying to lead into it.
When?
When I
She didn't offer anything.
when I said, do you want makeup? Do you want some other makeup? You could have said no, bitch, to me.
Okay, well, I was waiting for her to say something, and she didn't say anything for me to say no to.
Let's try it again. Take two.
You're annoying.
We rehearse all day, and then somebody goes off book.
When she said no, I don't have any makeup, I should have said no, bitch. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I was, let the master lead everybody into the trap.
Okay, but there was no...
Let the master lead her into the trap.
You're annoying.
No, I'm not.
Can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? It's my daughter's birthday. I think we called already. We're on a boat. We got disconnected.
Yeah, we don't carry that line that you guys are asking for.
Wait, she's on the line. What did you say, ma'am?
We don't carry the line that you're asking for.
Okay. Did you want that?
No, I didn't fucking want that.
You want the Billy Bobby Brown?
No, I fucking don't.
Okay, what other makeup do you have there? Do you have, I just asked my daughter what she wants. I can't even talk to her.
What's your best selling makeup there?
What kind of a product are you looking for? You want foundation, eyeshadow, lipsticks? I mean, we have a whole line. We're a pro makeup store, so we carry a variety of products.
I don't want shit.
You guys can look us up on the website, and then you can look up specific lines that we carry.
I'm not going to do that shit. Fuck that. I'm not about to do that shit, bitch, okay?
Is our guest here?
I'm vocally, maybe.
Oh yeah, there you go.
There it is.
It's the thrift store guy, John Evans.
Oh!
You remember John?
Yeah, and we talked about...
We called Dick Mags.
Yes.
Or Jack Mags.
Jack Mags.
Jack Mag.
I remember that. I remember Jack Mags.
I mean, how could you forget one of the best
I forgot about that.
calls.
We got to write these down. I forgot about Jack
Mags. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that just was a gift from heaven.
It was the Jack Mags agency, and it wasn't that he had access to Jack Mags or he collected Jack Mags. His name was Jack Mags.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was a long time ago.
As any normal adult would think, seeing that name, they'd be like, "Oh, well, that's about Jack. That's about
a Jack Mags
magazine."
store.
Yeah,
where you can buy them.
like any normal person, that's the dots that they would connect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that place was a quarter mile by my house, and every time I drove by there, I said to myself, "I need to call Brendan Wall."
So funny.
Yeah, well, you gave us that gift, and sorry for keeping you waiting. This is we're not very organized.
Not
over
at all.
Here. But I see you're calling from is this your booth or your house?
No, this is the headquarters. This is the Beat Laboratory where I do the my web series Mid Mod Money, and I share with the world what I find at thrift stores every week to turn a profit.
Oh, that's sick. That's
awesome.
right. John. So John has, Mid Mod Money. I guess we'll put a thing down on maybe with John on the screen. Mid Mod Money. That's his. Maybe we'll have John on the screen and show the Kyle.
Yeah, Mid Mod Money.
Mid Mod Money, and that's his YouTube channel, right? And you have Instagram at Mid Mod Money.
I do also Mid Mod Money, yeah.
And that stands for Mid-Century Modern, right?
Yeah, the period of 1945 to 1970 where people gave a shit what furniture looked like.
Yeah, right. Before
I know.
Now you just go to Target and you buy something that's going to fall apart in 2 years, and who cares how it looks, or if every other house on your block has the exact same lamp.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, it has been vilified being unique and putting. It's just all about consumerism. Like that's why, like if you found out somebody like their mom sews their clothes, like repairs, like I got a hole in my jeans. My mom's gonna sew it for me. You'd be like, they sew it? What are you, fucking poor or stupid? And it's like that was an intentional kind of like the manipulation by media to be like, oh, what do you sew your clothes?
I feel like
because it's like they're like, just throw it out and buy a new one, like TVs.
There was a Twitter thing where it was like, what's something that was something like that. Where like, what were you lied to about? It's like, oh, that thrifting and stuff like makes you look poor, and now people who are, wealthy or whatever like to go vintage thrift shopping. But if you did it when you were a kid, it was like, oh, you're a poor loser.
Oh, you don't have to be wealthy, A-Train. That's why we have our friend John Evans, the thrift store guy.
Well, where else are you going to find something like this?
Oh, he's so cute.
And that was just a buck.
It's made out of shells. This is folk art. Someone took several shells, turned it into a little turtle, right?
So
And then
cute.
you've got the shells playing poker.
Oh my god.
Someone took all of these shells
Let's move that back
and
towards you a
glued
little bit
them
more.
together.
Let's get a better look.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
And it looks like they're playing cards. And there's a dealer. And, you know, this kind of stuff, you know, you can't, this isn't at Target, right? This isn't
Yeah.
at your Kohl's or your Macy's.
But now, like,
This is only findable at a thrift store anymore.
now something like that though was never available. Like that's somebody made that. That was never mass produced.
Well, this is what's known as folk art.
Right.
Some guy took what was available to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he made a little art piece himself. And he might have sold them, or she
Yeah.
might have sold them. There's no telling where this came from.
I could see that. Yeah, there's is probably a vacation, a beach area, and that guy probably would sell them.
Sell, like,
I
little
could see,
knickknacks.
Yeah,
That's
sell them to like
cute.
the local stores. And so what did you get that for? How much did you pay for that?
I paid $1.50 for this.
And what do you think you're gonna sell that for?
Well, me and my girlfriend right now are in negotiations for which one of these we're going to keep and which one we're going to sell.
Okay.
they
Because
are so
she
cute.
likes crazy stuff. Like, look, that's made out of seashells, this little owl.
Huh.
So, I mean, that will sell because it's not as cool. But the real
cute.
weird stuff we like to keep for, I mean, like, I'll show you this. And we're talking folk art. So just
So is
anybody
this all folk art?
turned artist.
Is this all folk art that you're gonna be showing us today?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just what I'm working. I'm gonna make a video.
Yeah.
My latest video is gonna be all about your average person, what they do when they create art. And here's a great example. It's a couple, right?
Yeah, nude.
embracing.
String. Someone put nails into this black velvet, made string art with the outline of a couple about to get it on.
Yeah.
She's got
And
some perky.
it looks like the guy might have
tats.
an afro. That might be Bob Ross, the famous PBS painter.
It could
So,
be.
you know, I want to cover every aspect of the collecting experience, from glass to folk art to
Mid-century modern.
optic art, whatever.
So you, and that's just to be, I don't know if we explained it properly. So John, his YouTube channel and Instagram, what he does is he goes to thrift stores, he buys, John knows his shit. John knows your knowledge of, like, you know, glassware, of houseware, you know, vintage stuff. Like, John knows what's good and what's not, you know?
Yeah.
And so he'll go to these thrift stores, he'll buy like a ashtray from the 50s for 50 cents, knowing he can sell that he has a booth at an antiques mall, and he also on eBay, and he's like, you know, you can get $50 for this. So that's John's whole thing. Every episode on his YouTube channel, he's like, here's a couple of plastic owls I found. You look for this mark. It's some asshole from the 60s. And he's like, you know, I spent $17 and we're going to make like $300 from this. So that's his whole, it should be a show. It should be on right after.
Pawn
It should
Stars.
be
That's why I'm
sandwiched in
here, is that
between.
You
Should be sandwiched between Storage Wars and Pawn Stars. We got this guy.
were kind enough to promote this fledgling operation, but I do it because I'm doing it anyway to survive. You
Yeah.
know, like, I sell things to make money, and I might as well, like, show other people, hey, be on the lookout for this Corningware terrarium that for some reason is worth $112 when
Yeah.
you can find them at a Goodwill. It's insane.
Yeah. So what's something else? It looks like you might need some new shorts there too. They look a little frayed, so might have to.
Yeah, they're falling apart.
What-
Absolutely.
What else do you got there? So we got some. Do you have? So we saw some folk art. Is there anything there that you're?
Well, here's
excited about?
one. Here's one. Do nerds watch your show?
Probably.
I don't know. Probably.
They're definitely nerds.
You don't know, or it's all only cool people?
I would say
I think there's probably a good
lot
mixture
of
of nerds and cool people, just like any. It's a good cross section of society.
Well, a couple things. I found an original Peachy folder, unused.
Oh, wow.
Peachy.
Remember
That looks
these?
familiar,
No.
yes.
I don't really
the Peachy
remember.
folder that you had the table of measurements on the inside.
wow.
Okay. Wow.
You write Iron Maiden. You
Yeah.
do your best Iron Maiden logo on it.
Or that weird S. Yo, A-Train, have you ever just been too damn high?
Yes.
Well, with
Sucks.
today's weed, it can be a dangerous game, and we don't always have to play reefer roulette when we're looking to light up. Dadgrass is reviving the pleasure of casual smoke so you can chill out without the stress. I have gotten way too high on numerous occasions. Anybody who smokes pot, especially with the crazy weed that's out there now, you know what I'm talking about. You can get paranoid, have a little hit at a party, or even at home watching a movie, and then you get all inside your head, night's ruined. Dadgrass is like a nice, cool, mellow high.
All Dadgrass products are federally legal for ages 18 and over, and it ships right to your door anywhere in the U.S.
Right now, Dadgrass is offering our listeners 20% off your first order when you go to dadgrass.com/world record.
Go to dadgrass.com/world record for 20% off your first order.
That's dadgrass.com/world record. And they have all this stuff. Dadgrass Classic Formula, CBD tincture, the pre-rolled joints. Go to their website, /world record, get 20% off. Check it out. Get you some stuff. It's legal everywhere.
Now, back to our program.
Well, I also, this is wild. This game called Hero Quest.
Okay. Looks
This
like
is a 1980s board game that is kind of a Dungeons and Dragons type deal, but
Yeah.
I found it for 50 cents. It's a three-dimensional board game by Milton Bradley. Came out in '89, and that is why it is worth. I'm asking $77 for it on eBay. It has literally every part, every card, every bit of instructions,
That's
every
so cool.
character complete. I found it for 50 cents. And apparently nerds go crazy for this Hero Quest board game.
Well,
So I'm
anything-
getting out of my own element, which is 60s, and getting into nerddom. Hero Quest.
anything that's like Dungeons and Dragons adjacent, I think would be, and something like that I would imagine is pretty rare, especially with all the pieces. I wouldn't be surprised
piece,
if that
we
goes.
counted every piece, every character. It's even the pad that you wrote your score down on is in here unused.
Wow.
So
And
nerd alert.
So are there like
complete
little-
Hero Quest board game?
are there little figures in there or something, like little guys?
Oh yeah.
Now
Yeah, there's
just
30 characters, and everyone's there. Which the original dice, everything. I just recorded a video for my YouTube channel with that game in it.
did you stick any of the pieces up your ass at all, or
I knew you were going to ask me that. I knew you were going to ask.
you could charge extra?
No,
is
I
what I'm
didn't.
saying. You
Not
get
this time.
You'd be like, guess which one, do the smell test and guess which one I stuck up my ass. Turn it into a game. It's like a mystery.
Make a game out of it.
Yeah. So that's I'm going to say, and this is I'm being completely honest. You have that thing on eBay, that Monster Quest game or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it is. It's up for $77.
I wouldn't be
right
surprised
now.
if that goes in the $120 range.
Well, the only drawback, the corners of the box are a little ripped.
Yeah.
See that? On 2 of the 4 corners. So it's not in perfect shape, but being that it does have every single piece,
I mean, I'm thinking
and it's been inventoried, someone will buy it.
Yeah,
I think for
and I
$77
think they
because
wanna-
the average sale price on these is 90 on up, depending on how nice everything is.
Oh, okay. Because
So you can look at what the previous ones have sold
We need
for on
headphones.
eBay.
Everybody
Look
has
at
to
what
have
the most
headphones.
recent one sold for and kind of go from there. That's why I started at 77.
Yeah. I think because people are going to want to play that and not just display it.
Right. Yeah, not everyone's a collector that wants to get it graded and, hermetically sealed.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a thing. Like graded VHS movies is a thing now. Like somebody paid like $100,000 for a sealed Back to the Future VHS tape.
That's crazy.
It is bananas.
What's the point of having it? Also, like if you're not gonna
Somebody
watch
just-
It's
it?
I
the
saw-
rarity. Think about this.
Right.
Yeah.
And it came out in what, 84? How many people just didn't open it and like just put it away?
Well, and also
Like,
it was
you're-
like the highest selling, like, I mean, I imagine the VHS tape was flying off the shelf. So like, yeah, there weren't many, like people weren't like, what are we going to do with all these Back to the Future?
Yeah, I mean people were watching it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, people were buying
They've
it,
all
watching it.
been opened by now, you know?
Well, there was a Mario, a Super Nintendo, or not Super Nintendo, I think it was just regular Nintendo Super Mario Brothers unopened that just sold. I'm going to say, I think it was $1 million.
I mean, I would probably pay $1 million to play an
Yeah.
unopened
to
Nintendo.
play it. Well, no, you don't play it, stupid.
Well, then but then you just buy it and then you keep it to sell it.
I don't
later?
Yeah,
fucking
you
know.
play
That's what
it
doesn't
and
make
you go,
any
look,
sense.
I have a mint copy of unopened Mario. But I mean, it's real collector nerd stuff,
Yeah.
but it's like, I guess it's bragging rights on some level that you have something no one else does.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I guess, rich people too are like, what else am I going to
Right.
spend my money on?
Right.
What
Like
else,
Baseball cards,
Yeah.
anything else, comic books.
I got to sell my Pokemon cards.
You got to get them, dude. You're all talk, no action. Go to your mom's house, kick down the door, smack the cigarette out of her hand, push her down a flight of stairs, go into the attic, grab the box of Pokemons, and get the hell out of there.
Okay.
Sit here yapping about it all day.
Well, but they're all opened. There's nothing in mint condition
I don't. Well,
anywhere.
there might be something in good condition. I don't know. You know anything about Pokemon, John?
No, I mean, are they unopened?
No, they're all opened.
I'll tell you
untouched.
what
But they
John
even
knows about.
opened. If you never played with them that hard and they're not creased and they're gonna, if they're early, they're definitely gonna have value.
John doesn't know about Pokemon, but he knows about Smokymon, if you know what I mean.
Oh, he knows about the Rasta.
yeah,
man,
Rasta.
huh?
John likes it a Rastamon.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little irate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you smoke up before this big time appearance?
No, I didn't. I wanted to bring my absolute best to this one.
Yeah. And we don't promote drug use, especially not with mid-mod money. John doesn't.
Hey, did you do a thing where you guys were in Austin or someone who was dressed up like you, like a John Merriman, Andy Kaufman-ish thing? Did you do that?
What are you talking about?
Well, I heard that there was a situation where you were maybe appearing live in Austin, but I saw photographs and it didn't appear to be you. It looked like a Tony Clifton situation. Am I wrong?
No, was it dressed like this?
Yes.
Well, yeah, then that was me. Yeah, we went to Austin to
Okay.
look around because we were thinking about moving there. We still might.
And we did a show there.
We did a live
show
podcast, yeah.
for about 15 or 20
Okay.
people.
So you didn't do any fakery or have someone else show up and you were at home eating bonbons while the real show was going on?
That'd be a good idea.
No, but that is pretty funny.
Yeah.
He did do he did a show there and was going to make prank phone calls, but the internet wasn't working. So his whole set was him trying to get the internet to work.
And people thought that was the bit.
Yeah, and that's sort of Andy Kaufman, where it's like, oh, should I be laughing? Which is actually pretty funny that you
In
were like,
hindsight.
pissed off, like it's not fucking working, and then people were laughing because they didn't know really what to laugh at or if you were being serious.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is high drama right there.
Yeah.
The point is, I can't not kill.
Yeah, even when
Right.
you're mad and you don't even have any set.
Even when I don't realize I'm doing a genius bit.
Yeah.
I did a bit on the Neil Hamburger show Sunday night, and I hired a guy to fly a drone around my head the whole time as a part of the bit.
That's funny.
Outdoor venue, I'm assuming.
No, Zebulon. It was inside.
Okay.
But it's a pretty big space. It's a good venue. It's got a decent sized stage, and it's got a high.
Did you
enough
say
ceiling.
why, or you didn't mention it at all?
It was funny. It was funnier than I anticipated because the drone was really loud.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
Yeah.
yeah, don't mind the drone. I'm doing a special, and we're just gonna shoot it on. It's gonna be the first comedy special shot all on drone.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
Imagine the footage of that too, where it's just like a drone moving back.
He
and
has
forth.
it. He said he was filming it, so
Oh,
it should
that's
be
funny.
funny.
Oh, yeah.
That's a solid bit.
Yeah.
That's a solid bit.
That is funny.
It was good. And then I did make some crank calls, and I got this one guy on the line. I called and said, hey, I'm celebrating my 3-year or my cam-iversary instead of anniversary, cam-iversary, because I'm a webcam model. And I said, yeah, me and some other webcam models are going to come in. I was like, you might know us. We're on like Pornhub and YouPorn. And the guy's like, okay, well, how many people? And I was like, you've heard of YouPorn, right? And the guy's like, so what time? He was just totally breezing over. And I just kept naming every porno site I could think of and going, well, you're familiar with that, right? And he's going, all right, so how many people are we talking?
Yeah.
He just refused
He's all
to answer it. It
embarrassed.
was like, it's really fun.
Yeah.
Just have a guy on the line for 5 minutes. So what? I don't want to distract from. I don't want to talk about all my accomplishments, even though John took us there. What? So you got? What else you got? What else you got for us? I want to show. I want to turn people onto your channel because we put these videos on YouTube. And so I have to, I upload these videos to YouTube, and on my YouTube page, because I follow John's page, I every week I watch a new Mid-Mod Money because they're only, what are they? They're like under 15 minutes generally, right?
Yeah, they're about 10 usually, 10 or 9.
So it's not that much commitment while you're waiting for something to upload. Well, you're already going to be online is my point. I'm not saying don't make John's channel a destination channel, but
Just have it on and
you got to wait 10 minutes for shit to upload. 10 minutes is a good amount of time. We should make this podcast be 10 minutes. We'll get more listeners.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Even a little shorter, 3 or 4 minutes.
Well, then let's just take today. We got the rest of the year's episodes. We'll chop it up.
Okay.
Rest of the year.
I can tell you what I found today.
Yeah.
let's
Like
see.
literally today.
Show us.
It's not. Look, man. This is a
Ooh.
plastic bird. See this plastic
Yeah.
bird
Yeah.
wall hanging.
Now what's
$2.
Yeah.
I paid for it. It's by a company called Sirocco. I get home. The cheapest one I can find online is $140.
Whoa.
There you go.
But how
Now
do you
here's
know?
the thing. Someone painted this. I think it was originally gold. Yeah. But I mean, whatever job they did, this feels like automotive paint. Like
Yeah,
it's
it
real
doesn't
shiny.
look.
And they did a fantastic job. Some people might actually prefer the black to the gold. So
Yeah.
still sellable, still sellable.
But how do you know? Like, how do you go into a store and think, oh, I can make money off of that just because you've been doing
I've
it for
sold
so long?
stuff like that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of know. I did a whole episode on the company that made that stuff.
Oh,
They
wow.
did mushrooms. They did owls. Like if you see 70s seagulls and big floral plastic things, 7 times out of 10, it's by this company called Sirocco that made
Sirocco.
stuff from the 50s into the early 80s.
That's cool.
Yeah, and some things are obvious. Some things are labeled. I bought this today. Just your standard yellow Pyrex bowl. Vintage, $3.50. They sell for about $25.
Everybody had. I know my mom had that.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
I mean, it just
And
screams
it
70s.
says
at you.
Pyrex. You don't have to be a genius. You use Google Lens. Just says Pyrex on the bottom. Google it.
Yeah.
Anyone could do. A chimpanzee could do what I do.
No, that's not true. I don't have the patience for thrift stores. Brendan knows that.
Yeah, that's a big.
That's a big reason why we're not going to stay together much
No,
longer.
that's
Because
a
I don't really
huge-
like thrift stores.
She doesn't like anything
Really?
I like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does not.
Is it breaking news?
I mean, maybe on the podcast, but
I feel like I've talked about that before.
this just did. We're splitting up because I just want to go to fucking antique malls, thrift stores, and the like, and the A-Train doesn't want to do that. She'd rather go to the mall and eat Domino's pizza.
I guess, well, that's just what I
Back
grew up
to you.
doing, going to the mall, and I don't have the patience, or well, if I go to a thrift store, I don't really know. I'm not good at shopping. I
Here's
don't
the
go to a
thing.
store and think, oh, this looks cool. Like,
Take a fucking chill pill, Xanax, or smoke some weed.
Okay.
And then just go in and wander around. Look at stuff.
but it's just too aimless for me. I mean, what you're doing, you're like on the hunt and you know what to look for. For me, it's like,
You're on the cunt.
I don't really want to just go walk around in a Goodwill.
Yeah. Hear that, John?
Well, I
See what I'm
mean,
putting
I know. I'm sorry. I'm not
For
knocking
me-
it. It's just not something that I like to do, I guess.
well, it's the thrill of the, I'm waiting for my Antiques Roadshow moment,
Yeah.
so I accumulate this knowledge about this stuff in hopes that one day I'm going to find that thing that I know
Yeah.
is truly valuable,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Fabergé
you'll
egg.
know.
like life-changing value.
We were watching Pawn Stars,
Yeah.
and some lady had this like spider brooch that, I mean, it might not be real, whatever, but she found this spider brooch that she said her mom gave her or grandma or whatever, and she's like, I want to sell it for $2,000, and the guy's like, this is a Fabergé, like there's rubies and stones and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, would you sell it for $2,000? He's like, I would, but I can't do that to you, so I'm going to offer you $15,000. And she was like, oh, well, would you take $18,000 for it? And he's like, no. It's like, but also it's like, wouldn't you think to Google it before you take it to a pawn shop?
Well, that's where you get into the reality shows being
Yeah.
Right.
real or not.
Well, no, I'm sure it's not just guitars and wedding rings at a Vegas pawn shop. It's a lot of Fabergé brooches and Babe Ruth baseball bats. I
Yeah.
mean, it's all fucking set.
But I mean,
It's like
I wouldn't
storage
be
war.
surprised if someone did have something valuable like that, takes it somewhere and is like,
Yeah.
oh, can I have $500 for
Oh, it
it?
happens.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had a similar experience, not quite as much money, but I found an original pressing of Metallica's Kill 'Em All on Metal Edge Records. Is that what it was? Is that the label? Metal Blade?
Metal Blade.
Metal Blade.
Or Megaforce or Mega.
Maybe it's Megaforce.
Metal Blade.
Either way, it's the original
Yeah.
label, and I found it at a thrift store or at a used record shop in Tacoma for $14.
That's so great.
I had a moment of like telling the guy, but I was like, you know what? He's got Google. I just found myself a good deal.
So wait a second, do we have that?
Yeah.
How much could we sell it for?
I mean, not, maybe $100.
Well,
Right?
I mean, that's a new.
It's not
new
life
shoes.
changing.
Yeah, it's probably 100, 150
80,
maybe.
Yeah, but to sell it for $14 is crazy.
Well, he didn't know. He didn't know that was, he's just like, metal. I don't know. I mean, it's odd to have a store, but he was not Tacoma's a great place. They probably have really good, they do have some good thrift stores. I didn't get around. I would go when I would work the club there. There's a handful of record stores that are within walking distance of the hotel. So I didn't get into a lot of thrift stores because I would never have a car there.
Yeah.
But so you're in Maryland, right, John?
Yes, rural Maryland, right on the border of West Virginia. There's so much plight and poverty.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all should come out.
The Midwest and places like that are the places to go. Like if you could have a pipeline. I remember John and I, we did comedy on the road together a handful of times. And I remember outside of Cincinnati, the Turtle Creek and what was the other one with the big giraffe sculptures and shit?
You think about like big, the
flea markets.
I don't even remember what that was called. There was a Turtle Creek flea market and some other giant flea market across the street
across
from
the
each
highway.
other.
Yeah, Thrift World or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And I was living in Austin at the time, but even in Austin, like you'd be walking through these booths and somebody has like this 1950s kitchen table and chairs set that are in pristine condition, and they're selling it for $50.
Yeah.
And you're like, you can get $350 in Austin for some, or $500 for something like that in a town full of like hipsters with dad's money. And I remember we had talked about like just going on the road, getting a box truck and just going on the road, doing comedy and going.
People
thrifting.
do that. Some dealers will go from Texas to New York, stopping everywhere they can with the ultimate idea is to sell in New York where the price is highest.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's
Picking up furniture and treasure along the way, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it really is a full-time. You have to dedicate a lot of your time to it.
Yeah, I mean, if there is a downside, you do have to put a little effort into it.
Yeah,
but
maybe
it's
that's
fun,
my
though.
problem.
But it's fun. It's like, you're going to be like you said, you're going to be doing it anyway.
Well, that's how it started. I collected stuff, and then I got to the point where I'm like, well, I don't collect this, but I know it's worth money, so I might as well just buy it.
Yeah.
And now I'm like 3 or 4 booths at antique malls, and I'm, 40 things listed on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. I'm always trying to work a deal for something.
And you're
great.
and this is a supplemental income.
Yeah, especially comedy too. But I mean, sometimes some of these bookings in the summer, it's like non-existent. I'm working, I think 2 weeks in all of summer doing stand-up, like in a couple of corporate things, but that's it. It really dries up in the summer for me. I think most people.
Yeah.
No, not for John Mulaney. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I
His
mean,
calendar's
now
full.
he's America's sweetheart. I like John Mulaney. I like John Mulaney.
Yeah.
You know what? I met him once. He's really nice.
Yeah. Would you go to lunch with us?
Oh,
or something?
speaking of John
No, so he
Mulaney,
was at someone's
today is my
house.
6-month anniversary of no booze.
Good for
6
you.
years ago today.
Wait, 6 years?
6 years.
Oh, okay. Nice. Congrats.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Oh gosh, yes.
It sucks that we can't hang out anymore in person.
You don't
John-
believe that.
John and I
People
used-
self-serve.
It's Brendan's one day being sober.
I'm
his
celebrating
one-day
my
anniversary.
6-minute.
Yeah. His 30 hours.
No, John and I used to like to. We used to like. When we were on the road, Jaeger had a big resurgence in the early mid 2005 ish area. What was that? Why was everybody drinking Jaeger?
Jaeger bombs. They
I
get you
don't
fucked
know.
up. You get fucked up
You know
on
what?
Jaeger and
Whiskey
Red
gets
Bull.
you fucked up. You didn't need to
It's
be
a
drinking this
different
cough
kind-
syrup.
I would drink. That's when I first got drunk. Was Jaeger bombs, Jaeger and Red Bull, and it tasted good. And the Red Bull gets you hyped. It just gets you messed
Well,
up.
the sugar in the Jaeger does that too.
Yeah.
But John and I had some classic, legendary
Jaeger.
moments. Remember
Jaeger moment.
we were in. This is a notoriously nothing to be proud of weekend. But in Dayton, when we would go, there was an Asian buffet that we were going to dinner. We'd get dinner at before the shows, which is usually the way to go. When you're on the road and you stay away from chain stores, Asian buffet. Cheap and quick. And there was a couple that there was this white trash couple there. And then when John and I are eating, we noticed that the lady, I guess they had a backpack, and the lady's loading up Tupperware with the chicken wings from the buffet. And I don't know if we had to draw straws or something, but I remember telling you to go tell on them, and you did. And
We told the owners.
Yeah.
Hey, that lady's stealing chicken wings, and they didn't do anything. No. But it's just so funny. I mean, telling on someone as an adult is just funny to me.
Yeah. Especially for something like that, stealing chicken wings at a
Well,
buffet.
that's cutting into their profits. I mean, buffets kind of. Do you know? I mean, you seem to have a lot of knowledge about this low level kind of capitalism. Do you know how? What's the story with buffets? Because I don't understand the profit margin on you have some of these huge buffets and it's like $12 all you can eat, and the place is loaded with fat fuckers, so they're getting their $12 worth. I guess there's an occasional kid that they're charging who eats a half a plate, but I'm like, especially ones with seafood and stuff, I'm like, how does this make
disgusting.
sense when
Well, the food is probably not good.
it's probably last ditch. I don't know. Do you know anything about that, John?
And also you have to consider that not everyone is interested in eating till they're in physical pain.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people just want to eat the normal amount of food.
they don't want to load up on rangoons until their pants.
You don't have to eat 15 crab rangoons when you walk in there.
Well, you know
You
what?
can pace yourself.
You were raised different than I was. Well, but I'm saying looking around because I love a buffet. I go to Sizzler here in town. Great, it's my office.
Love Sizzler.
Sizzler's not bad. I mean,
Do they
it's
still
good.
have chicken wings on their buffet?
Yeah, they do. They're nuggets now, and I tell you what, they taste just like McDonald's nuggets.
They probably are
They're probably the
McDonald's
same.
chicken nuggets. They taste exactly the same.
Because our daughter loves,
It's a great place for kids because you get your food right away.
and you have access to a machine
And
that
then
pours
there's
ice cream out of
cream.
it, and that's like a 5-year-old's cream dream right there, literal cream dream.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if
mean,
you guys could
dreams
get
of ice
Sizzler
cream.
as the official, your sponsor would be insane.
I've tried.
try.
Well, but if they listen to one episode and hear you talking about women having sex with their dogs or whatever, they're not going to do
I'm not
that.
saying women are doing it. I'm saying that they probably want to, and that's why they have a big dog.
Let's see, John, every time you see a lady walking like a Great Dane or something down the street, do you automatically think she's having sex with that dog?
No,
Yeah,
that
that's-
is
Okay,
not on.
picture
That
this.
doesn't come across my mind
A
Yeah.
skinny,
when I see that.
cute girl walking down the street, and she's got this big, giant dog. What else do you need a big, giant dog for like that?
Protection? I mean, this you want to have
don't
sex
know.
with a dog, just admit it.
No,
That's
I
gonna
don't.
keep our sponsors away.
I don't. Sizzler, I don't want to have sex
It has
with the dog.
happened. There's stories out there.
Yes,
It has. It's not unprecedented.
There's film.
Exactly.
There's film out there.
that's Brendan's favorite movie. One of those.
Well, Bobcat made a movie. What's it called? Let Sleeping Dogs Lie.
Yeah, sleeping dogs or stay.
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs Lie.
And that's a weird.
Or wait, no, but they changed the title. That was the original title, right?
The original title was Stay.
The original title was Stay.
It's about a girl who has sex with her dog.
Well, yeah. So
Well,
oral.
she all she does is tell her husband that at one time it happened and they were about to get married, and it changes the dynamic of their entire relationship.
Oh, that's
in that
funny.
moment.
That's
yeah,
funny.
Bobcat has some good movies. The one you told me about, because John toured with Bobcat for a while. You keep in touch with him?
I do. You know, he's in Chicago now, Chicago area.
Oh, he moved
But
there?
like rural, like got kind of out in the country, like cabin in the woods style.
Yeah, a lot of that going around from people in L.A.
I can't blame him. I mean, he's lived in L.A. for a long time. I can see why he'd want some land.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
John told me about. It sticks with me too. I don't think anything ever happened with it, but the movie idea, Easter Dad, is that what it was called?
What was that? I don't.
Bobcat pitched. It's about. You told me about it through Bobcat, and it cracks me up.
a guy that pitched something so bad that it got made. They were like, "Oh, we love this," and he's like, "No, I got to write this movie called Easter Dad."
Yeah, like he pitches a movie. It's like about a guy, a screenwriter, and he goes into a meeting. He's pitching a movie that he's passionate about. And he's got like all these ideas, and they're just like, yeah, I don't know, what else you got? He pitches like 2 or 3 of his ideas that he likes, and they're like, what else you got? And he's just like, I don't know, Easter Dad. Dad learns the true meaning of Easter, and they're like, we like that. And then he's got to write and make a movie
Easter
called
Dad.
Easter Dad.
Yeah, he's locked into it by accident.
That's funny.
I mean, like,
He's a really good writer, man. He will get in there and get his hands dirty and start he's pitched a lot of movies and gotten a lot of cool stuff made. Like that Barry Cremens documentary he did is pretty eye-opening.
Yeah. I was in. He directed me in Marin. I was in an episode of Marin, and he was the director. And very.
That's right. He did direct some Marins, right?
Yeah, maybe most of them. I don't know. I know he did the episode I did, and he was great to work with and very complimentary. And
how did I miss this, Brendan?
I don't know. I'm not. I guess I wasn't. I don't know. Maybe we fallen out of touch for a little while.
Do you ever see World's Greatest
I'm
Dad?
not always telling people all my credits either. So
Okay,
maybe
slipped through the cracks.
maybe it was when I was reading you my IMDb page. It wasn't on there yet. Yeah, World's Greatest Dad is good.
Yeah.
The Witch is also ironic, considering that isn't that how he
I
died?
know, or supposedly.
Well, John, don't you have? 'Cause we're gonna have to wrap it up soon. But you have anything else that you're excited about that you want to show us? And you have something? Are we going to do a giveaway or?
No, we're not doing a giveaway. Oh yeah, we are going. We are going to do a giveaway. Is that what you wanted?
Hey, it's up to you. I'm saying, this could be something for our listeners to get them engaged. And because you do this on your channel, what do you do? Every month you give away an item, right?
Tell you what, we'll do the exact same giveaway I did on my show 2 months ago because I have 2 of them.
Okay.
And this is a kind of a sought after thing in the vintage people who collect vintage kind of search for this thing because it's they sell on eBay regularly and it's just a real 80s throwback. This is the FTD rainbow mug. Now, if you search this, the prices on eBay are anywhere from 10 to 15 American dollars. So let's call it a $15 value.
Okay.
And let's give this away to your listeners. This is the FTD 1980s rainbow mug. Very attractive. Could be a pencil holder.
It's cute.
Put your favorite beverage, your favorite hot beverage in there.
Yeah. Put a cold beverage in there. Gazpacho, cold soup. Mix
We
it
had
up.
a friend.
Yeah.
We had a friend staying at our place while we were out of town, and
Oh, that's
Brendan
right.
has these little glass McDonald's cups that have
Garfield on
has
them.
Garfield on them. And she sent us an article like, "Oh, you have this exact cup," and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this article is going to say they're worth like $500," and the article says that there's lead in the paint.
That's a real, yeah. Those Garfield mugs, really well known for having the lead in them. People go ape shit.
So should we throw them away?
Well, no.
I don't
still
know.
have
I don't have any Garfield mugs, but hell, donate them to Goodwill.
Well, but wait,
No, I
wouldn't
don't
people?
know. I don't know what the play is there.
Wouldn't people want to buy them? And also, I'm like, where's the risk? And number one, we rarely use them.
I never use them.
Yeah, we
yet.
never really use them, and that was before the,
The
lead
article
article
that we read.
But I'm also like, what is the real risk factor there? The paint's not chipping off. We're not, and you're not
Inhaling it
touching
when you're drinking it, like
but
breathing
it's
it
not
in?
creating.
It doesn't
It's not
like
the way
off gas.
things work. Yeah, it's not creating gas or anything.
I don't know
and
anything
there's
about
no-
lead. I mean, there was lead in paint, like wall paint, I thought, and that was making people
Yeah, kids.
sick.
Yeah, if you eat paint chips or whatever, or getting it in your, I don't know, but I would imagine they're still worth something because they're from like the late '70s, early '80s, and they're in great shape, and they got
We
pictures
should
of
sell
Garfield
them then,
on them.
because we never use it.
Maybe I will. I had also from McDonald's drinking glasses with Peanuts characters on them, and this one broke every single one of them,
Wow.
one at a time.
I don't think that's true.
It is true. I think we have one left.
I don't think I broke them all.
Yeah, you did. By accident. So, John, how do we give this away? What's a good? How do you usually? What do? You do. Okay, here's what we do. This is a combined thing. This gets you viewers, and it makes the because how do you give these away by what do they have to like subscribe and comment or something?
They
on
have to comment on my current video, which I do the first of every month. That's how I give it away. The first episode of the first Monday of every month, I give away something. So, I mean, I guess you can give this away however you'd like, but that's how I do it. The first Monday of the month is when I give something away.
Okay, we'll
whoever
figure it out. Well, I was
comments on
thinking
it,
maybe
or-
if the first person to comment on the most recent Mid-Mod Money episode that mentions world record, maybe they get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
Figure
good.
it out.
Yeah. Because this is not going to come out this.
I'm here because of World Record Podcast or whatever.
Yeah. World Record Podcast sent me, or
Right. Yeah, that's how the kids acknowledge it.
is that how we do it?
Sure.
Is that a good way?
Yeah.
I mean, we should make it only open to the Patreon.
well, by
yeah,
now
you know
it's
what?
Patreon, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but we're going to have to do something because I don't want John to be all just on
Right,
Patreon,
right.
you know? I want this to be out there. So maybe we cut this episode into 2 episodes. We'll figure it out.
It's a cool mug.
We'll figure it out. Or maybe this will just be
I
for
want that
patrons
mug.
only. Yeah, maybe this is Patreon now, and then it's only open to patrons. I get a Patreon subscriber.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me on, y'all.
Thanks for coming on. It was good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Maybe we'll do this again.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, maybe we check in with you
Cross-promote.
every month or something with some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'm already giving away something every month. This is gonna ruin me.
you don't have to
give
give something
away
away. I'm
3 or
saying
4
you
things.
come in you just come in and show us some stuff.
Oh, show you what I'm doing.
Yeah, we
Little
don't have to-
preview.
Yeah, a little update.
Save like
Okay.
3 of the coolest
Okay.
things that you found that month, and we show it here, and it gets interest. People watch it.
Okay.
We'll see. Should we call Jack Mags for old time's sake?
No.
Oh, why not?
That ship has sailed.
All right.
R.I.P. Jack Mags.
All right, then we'll let you go then, and
See ya,
maybe we'll
John.
see you again soon. We'll see how the
Bye.
numbers are on this episode.
Hang
Bye.
loose, you two. Hang
right.
loose.
Live well and what does he say? Prosper.
Prosper, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my dude right there. See you guys.
QB.
right.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast.